Will always
be here.
Hello, welcome back. I can actually hear them now because of the new program stuff. There is some stuff we're kind of messing around with that I'm messing around with here to kind of to new programs and new software. So pardon our dust if things get a little wonky here and there. But welcome everybody. Welcome to The Spice Must Roll, the Expanse Actium. This is an official, we play with the official Expanse TTRPG from Green Ronin Publishing. Go buy it. It's cool. It's great. It's on Drive-Thru-RPG. You can get the hard copy. I have the hard copy floating around here somewhere. I think it's with all my other RPG books. It's a fantastic game.
Worth noting, they do not pay us.
They don't pay us. So
we would love for you to pay us.
We may not. It may not be official.
Yes, Green Ronin, please. I hear you're doing a Beyond the Gate expansion for this, so we're always available.
I am ready and willing to sell out.
100%.
I'm ready and willing to switch to Cipher System unless.
Then we'll have to start playing the game correctly.
I don't know if I can do that.
We play this game like 85% correctly.
Yeah, 85% is pretty. It's passing. You know, that's a B plus.
I role play until someone tells me the rules, and then I go, "Oh, all right."
All right, yeah.
Press these buttons, Smith.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
Welcome though. Let's do some introductions for the folks who this is your first time here. Go back and watch the original 30 episodes. The first 30 episodes.
Stay here right now. Like have fun with us.
Hang here, and then
hang here. Then afterwards, go back.
Go get the context.
Note that this is the first series that we did at TSMR, so there's some rougher patches here and there early on. So pardon that whole issues. But with that, again, let's start with introductions. HP, who are you? Where can they find you, and who do you play here in the Actum?
I am HP Braincase. I'm a variety caster here on Twitch with a rough focus on survival crafting games lately. That's kind of where I've been at. Anywhere else on the internet, I'm HP Braincase. If you Google me, I'm the whole first page of results. That's my only claim to internet savvy. Nice. Here on the Expanse, I play Lennox Cassidy, also known as Cass, an ex-cop from Earth who has been through the ringer, both emotionally and physically. This is the Cass edition of the Actium shirt, and you'll notice there's a lot more bullet holes in it.
The Actium.
Yeah.
I would like to lightning attack.
Well, no. Well, the other reason there's so many bullet holes in this is from the season 1 finale, where I decided to go through a tunnel and two people with assault rifles decided to turn me into Swiss cheese.
Well, easy. If people are going to go back and watch this, spoilers. You just told them to go back and watch it, and now you're spoiling. Never mind. Now you're here, and now you have context. Welcome.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Anyway, I play Cass, who is the sort of self-styled XO of the Actium, operating under Captain Sloan, and has this season been more talk, less shoot.
Yeah, it's been more talk, less shoot. I'm trying to I think overall I'm trying to pace y'all so that you're much more of a building to the action rather than just gun everywhere.
Yep, but in the one combat we've had so far, I did get to use lightning attack 4 times. So
there you go. Never fails. Classic cat.
So that's me.
Cat.
Then we've got Dr. Drones. I almost blanked on your name. I don't know why that. It's Dr. Drones. Who are you? Dr. Drones. Who are you? Where can they find you?
On the screen.
I know. I should read this.
Don't worry, Paul. I forget who I am sometimes too. So.
Yeah, he didn't spend 6 years in medical school, in drone medical school, for you to not call him Dr. Drone.
For real.
Come
on.
All right, so
at least get the title.
Who are you? Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on the Actium?
I'm Dr. Drones. You can find me all over the internet as Dr. Drones. Sometimes on Twitch, but it's been a minute. Looking forward to coming back to doing that a little more, but just real life stuff lately. And here on the Actium, I play Mark Finch. I'm a Martian pilot, and yeah, that's who I am.
Epic. Just a Martian pilot.
That's it.
Not a Martian
Just
pilot.
a Martian pilot. Just a guy hanging out, piloting a ship.
Just
Nothing
a
else to see
guy
here.
who's happy to be here.
Buster.
Yeah.
Buster the Destroyer. Who are you? Where can they find you, and who do you play here on the Actium?
I'm a person in the world.
To be determined.
It's like one of my professors in college would always say, "If I were a man in the world," and then before he gave you what he thought about something. So if I was a man in the world, no, I'm Buster the Destroyer.
I would actually like to know the rest of that sentence.
No,
What'd
he
you
just
do?
started a million sentences like that.
Maybe this is a green room conversation, because I would like to know if you
What-
were a
what-
man in the world.
Before you were a man in the world.
He wants to know your answer, Buster.
Oh, if I was a man in the world, I'd helicopter.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the go-to.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
We've all done it once or twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great way
what
to
you do.
wake up. Uh-huh.
No, that would be fun though. No, my intro is always like this haphazard thing.
Rails?
Yeah,
Right.
rails.
It's
First
all
of all,
right. We're
it's
gaining
not-
viewers. Keep it going.
It's not just you. It's all of us. We just off the rails.
Rails? What are those?
Where we're going, we don't need rails.
I thought this was role play, not rail play.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, my name is Buster Destroyer. I stream Star Citizen here on Twitch. I'm about to do a new show. It's kind of, we're debating on the name of it, but the idea is it's another Star Trek show. Another TSMR Star Trek show, and I will be DMing that. We're actually in Session 0 tomorrow. Really excited about that. Paul, I'm going to be a totally different person when I am a GM. Just warning. I am terribly mean. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's going to be fun. I have Martian coffee today. That's what we're calling it. And yeah, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter and stuff. I don't know. And I play the lady named Sloane. She's really cool.
That's it.
For the record, by the way, rail play is where we play Ticket to Ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we have the wonderful, the talented Mr. Mythmatic with us. Who are you? Where can they find you, and who do you play here on the Actium?
Hi, everybody. It's me, Mythmatic. I am the least and the last. You can follow me on twitter.com/Mythmatic, where I post stuff. I mean, I also post when I'm going live because I also stream. You could check my cinematic immersive roleplay content over on my channel, twitch.tv/Mythmatic. And I also have been starting and dabbling into some survival wildlife or wilderness, not wildlife, wilderness, like camping, bushcraft stuff over on YouTube. And that is known as the Deep Woodsman. I'm actually sort of in the middle of shooting one right now. I just got a new tent and I'm testing it out today. We're supposed to get a bunch of snow and a huge wind squall coming through. So we're going to see if my new modded tent will hold up.
Did you buy it yourself or did you make it yourself?
I bought it and then I got like it's a regular tent, but then I got a vestibule that goes in the front of it. And then I put the fire retardant patch that the stovepipe threads through from my winter tent onto this, and now we're going to see if it doesn't melt. It'll be fun.
I'm actually kind of curious because I used to do a lot of. I'm a Boy Scout, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, what is it like? Just a North Face? Is it just a name brand? It's a no name brand?
I think it's called Nature Hike, Nature something, but it's
Nature's
like
Hike.
Nature's Hike, Nature's Walk, Nature's.
That sounds
Here, let me
familiar.
take it
Yeah.
up.
Nature
and
Valley Oat Crumble.
Nature Valley sponsored me. Yeah, let me take a look. It's not a bad one, and apparently it's not really much of a knockoff, but it's like a good inexpensive. It is Nature Hike, Nature Hike Monger 2, which is two-person 3-season camping tent is what I
Nice.
have, but I have the vestibule on top of that, or with that as well. And I just poked a hole through that pretty much, and then grabbed the old fire retardant patch, and now I've got a stovepipe going through the vestibule, so I'm going to be trying to do some heating and stuff. And you could see my review and see if that works, if it holds through the night. because
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to do the dust
I'm actually
on the ice.
really interested. That's an affordable looking tent.
Right?
Go, go watch it. It's called what is the YouTube again called? It's,
the YouTube is The Deep Woodsman.
The Deep
because
Woodsman.
my community is called The Deep. So The Deep Woodsman.
The Deep Woodsman. There you go. I'll make sure to have that link in the YouTube as well.
Awesome.
So, but I'll put
also, I'm not going to bury the lead. It's very good and has a dog. So go
Yeah.
watch it. There's a dog.
That's true. That's true. Pacer and I go out and camp.
I love you, Myth, but I stand Pacer.
That's fair. That's super fair. Yep. And that was a strategy by me. I was like, you know what? Nobody cares. I'm gonna get a dog.
Well done.
Yep. So, but that's me. I'm playing Werner Highland. He is a belter, a survivor, ex-pirate, and now sort of just survivor. He goes from job to job, crew to crew. He's probably like the lone survivor of many different pirate crews, weaving in and out of jail. And now he's just found his way onto the Actium and betrayed his crew just for some coin. And now he's just sort of rolling with these peeps for now.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
So let's do the opening sequence, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about a recap and get started.
Hell yeah.
I gotta unmute everything again. There we go. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. The last we left the crew of the Actium, they had completed the first part of their job and ran into another crew looking for a similar score, where they went in to find a specific package and a memento from a bunch of, let's just say, not so well-intentioned folks who may or may not have scammed a very wealthy belter out of his job, out of just scammed him. And after a tense negotiation, they were able to part ways, and may or may not have slipped a certain tracker onto another ship so that they won't be spotted. Before heading off into towards the Jovian system to reconnect with the long-lost Martian marine friend named Cortez to answer his distress call. So, it is several days before you will reach the Jovian system. So what would you be doing in the meantime as you were burning away from the wreck towards, I believe it is, Europa?
Well, we'd certainly be making pulled pork in the airlock.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that pulled pork? Or like say, who's making it? Is it Buster? I'm sorry. Is it Sloan or is it Jesse? Poor Jesse, trying to figure out how to do this thing.
I mean, Jesse had to assemble the smoker, but I don't think Sloan would trust anybody else with the actual meat.
I don't trust many people with my meat. So,
if you were a man in the world.
I was a man in the world. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, she would make that for everybody. You know, a little, what style? Like, do y'all want it real saucy? Do y'all want it like kind of?
I'm thinking. Do we want St. Louis style?
Yeah.
Or Down home
or like
I just-
Carolina.
I
that
just
kind of thing.
love barbecue.
I love barbecue and pulled
Like-
pork, but I don't think Highland does. So I think Highland's just going to probably not. He's probably going to maybe
Well-
look at it very judgingly and just keep eating the MRE rations or whatever
Yeah,
the other stuff is.
Because if I remember correctly, when you live in space for too long, your taste buds basically die. So you need to have like, especially in 0G, so you need to have like spicy foods to be able to taste
A lot of
anything.
texture too. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense, actually.
Yeah. So he's just not. He's not a huge pulled
You
pork.
didn't like the
fan.
texture.
It tastes
Yeah.
too much like people. Next question.
There we go. Especially since it's
I'm not gonna
actual.
ask.
Presented without comment.
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna ask how you know what people taste like.
What? Sorry. Where's the food?
You know.
So,
Anyway.
yeah.
Where do we keep the rations?
I mean, we're
Uh,
low and
alright.
slow for like what 12 hours, y'all. So it was like a whole day.
Mhm.
You know,
Excellent.
just kind of checking on it once in a while. Smoking up some belly for bacon.
Over,
know?
over overriding
So you slice
the
up the bacon.
overriding the fire suppression systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just in the airlock, though.
Yeah.
You just get tired of waving, like something long and flat at the detector
Yeah.
after a while. So you just disable it. Yeah, exactly.
We've all been there.
All right. Is there anything that you would want to do specifically other than to smoke? Any kind of research? Any kind of personal things you'd be doing?
Okay, we were specifically told not to open the crate.
Mm-hmm.
So
Isn't
You
the-
know, we
isn't the
really
crate-
want to open the crate.
isn't
Well,
the
I know
crate
who would-
what had the
I'm
I-
sure
pork in it?
Jata already has.
Jata would try to open the
Jata
crate.
already knows.
Yeah.
He didn't open it. He just already knows what's in it.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna inspect and look into the locket. He didn't say anything about that.
All right. So when you go look at the locket, you're thinking about the locket, you go pull it out. It's a locket, simple locket, little clasp on it. You want to open the clasp itself?
Yeah.
And you open the clasp, you see two people, a man and a woman, in like kind of like posing together for a picture, like in a picture, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and the man looks familiar.
Does he share features with the man that we negotiated with on the ship?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a family matter. Okay.
But it's younger, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, might be the same guy, might be like his brother or something. Okay. Well, that tells me that if they don't get blown up by whoever was pursuing us and do make it back to Tycho Station, that this is personal for him. I'm gonna see what information I can dig up on independent ships that have contracted with Inigo
Okay.
to see if I can find anything, like just sort of like quickly skimming through what I can gain access to surface level to see if I can find any like crew photos of these ships and just see if I can place the guy.
Ooh, reverse photo image search.
Ooh. So give me a investigation check.
All right.
Communication investigation.
Would help if I had opened Roll20. 1 second. Yeah, I know it's an unsupported browser. Go huff a dong.
Oh, huff a dong?
Yeah. That's what I said.
I love it.
Got a problem with it? Alrighty. Character sheet investigation, which is not a focus I have. Is it intelligence? What is investigation?
It's
fall under?
communication.
Communication.
Yeah. Specifically, it
I
says
only-
interviewing people for information and finding. Oh no, it says interviewing people. So it would be. Research. Yeah, it's intelligence research would be what it be.
Okay.
Conducting systematic
So,
search for information, usually using records, archives, and books.
a straight intelligence check. Bammo. Or not.
Hold on.
Why you no
Hold it.
roll?
Holding. Make sure you have no bonuses, remember, or anything.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
did the whole thing. I set it difficulty secret. Again?
Try it again.
Please work. Okay, let me try reloading my character sheet. Do it from inside the thing. Don't pop the character sheet out.
Maybe if you used a supported browser.
Ooh, maybe that.
Look.
Don't sass
No one
me.
uses a supported browser anymore.
Also, it's Brave, so it's Chrome. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Why are you not working?
Let me see if I can pop it for you. Intelligence research, right? Or is it just intelligence? Yeah.
Just intelligence, because I don't have the research focus.
Why isn't it? Is Roll20 broken again?
Who needs rolls? Yes, Ed. Oh, there it
That
is.
worked.
There it
Is
goes.
this the coding
just
on the character sheet?
Yeah, I guess the character sheet just not working right now.
Hey, perfect.
So 11.
got an
My
11.
nightmare.
So you're looking up for previous jobs that Inigo has, or previous people he's contracted with.
Yeah, just like scrolling through ships that have done contracts with him and trying to look for crew photos, see if I can find this guy in the history of things. I know I wouldn't be able to find information about him on the current ship that he's on, but I want to see if I can track down a previous job that he or maybe the guy with the locket, if the guy with the locket isn't him. You know what I mean. Him or anyone who looks
Looking
like
for his LinkedIn profile. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, him or anybody who looks like him.
So
To see if I can get any information.
you go through tons and tons of archives, various ships. He's a famous for being an entrepreneur, and a guy. He's kind of like that guy in Shark Tank who always like in the like a Shark Tank.
Mr.
Person.
Wonderful.
Yeah, the people who are like angel investors who sort of come in and sell. So he's all about like generating profit for the belt,
Yeah.
And he's turned his life around, sort of thing, from being an OPA agent. But none of the ships that he's worked with seems to pull anything. No names, no faces. Those faces don't seem to show up at all in any of the records that you're seeing, and all the photographs you could find.
Okay. The only other thing I'm gonna do then is I'm trying to think if I have any contacts in like belt law enforcement at this point.
You might have a few. I mean, you haven't cultivated any other than with what's
Wendell?
his name? Wendell. Yeah, Wendell and Pinkwater.
Right.
So you do know some people in Pinkwater.
You know what? Just in case, what I'm going to do is I am going to shoot the photo from the locket off to Wendell.
Okay.
And just ask him if he can ask around, see if anybody knows this guy.
Sounds good. All right.
And that's what I'm doing.
Mark, do you plan on doing anything?
Just keeping an eye on what's around the ship as we're traveling, what's coming and going. And for as long as we're outbound from our last stop, keeping an eye on that ship that I was watching.
Okay. Give me a navigation check.
Sure. Navigation.
If that doesn't work, then it's whatever. It's 3d6 plus whatever your bonus is.
Plus another 2. For
Try
the
hitting it one more time.
Still being weird.
Yeah, just roll.
Yeah, I think it's just not rolling for anybody.
The
Perfect.
Yep. I'm leaning towards it not rolling for anyone.
Well, just don't ask me for any rolls today, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, no more rolling, Paul. just go with it.
It'll be as
So-
simple as typing /roll
Hold on one
3d6
sec.
plus a number.
Yeah. So since you have navigation, right, as a
Yes.
skill, so you basically have whatever your
Yes.
intelligence is plus the navigation bonus,
Plus
which is
2 for the foe. Yeah. So it's roll 3d6 plus
Okay.
and plus 2.
Okay, so then for me it'd be 3d6 plus 5 because I have navigation and 3 intel.
Yep.
So, okay. So where's this? So just roll 3d6 plus.
And we'll just say the last dice you roll is the drama die. So like you've got a 4, so you have 2 4s. So you have 4 stun points you can use as well.
Yep.
4
Look at us needing to
points.
learn the
All
game
right.
because the character sheets are dead.
Yes.
This is terrible. I hate this. Hold on, let me scroll down. And
Investigation stunts or exploration stunts are good too.
By the way, the sheet problem, I've checked it in other games. It's only in this game that it's not working, so it must be something with the sheet, not
Yeah,
necessarily
the
roll
sheet
20.
code.
I'll have to go through and update the sheets because there's actually an official supported sheets for Roll20 now for it. So, but that just means we have to recreate all the characters, which I haven't.
Hey,
Yeah.
how exciting!
Well, if you create a sheet for me and let me know when it's ready, I can transfer all my info over.
Okay.
And if you create a sheet for me, I can let HP Braincase know when it's ready, and they can transfer.
I can
Let's,
put mine in
let's
the
get-
vault.
let's go down the rabbit hole. Detailed. If this test is led to a reveal, GM also provides a brand new lead about a new subject that will lead to greater rewards.
Ooh,
Okay. So you notice that there are many ships in the area. It's a high trafficked area, especially between the Jovian system and the belt and inner planets, because Ganymede, big Ganymede is messed up, but it's being rebuilt, and there's a lot of like food that's still being shipped out, and people coming back out to help fix up
Food,
Ganymede.
supplies, and people. And
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff moving back and forth between those two areas. So as a result, it's pretty busy. But you start to notice a couple of things because you're noticing, because you know Pope Sanchez is a big player in this whole thing, in this whole endeavor that you're trying to find Sebastian Pope in the first place. You start noticing that there seems to be quite a few Pope Sanchez transport ships which are very lingering. Like you'll see them come up and then they'll kind of divert off course just a little bit towards where you are and then divert away back to where the original course is. So you're noticing that these ships are,
they're probably watching.
yeah.
probably nothing to worry about.
Don't forget to increase the churn.
Yes. Oh yeah, because he used 4.
Yes.
Can't be that bad.
I don't often increase it. I usually drop it, but yeah, this time.
It was at that moment
So-
a nuclear bomb detonated on the ship.
So is that the reveal from the roll, or is that the reveal from the down the rabbit hole?
That's a reveal from the roll, but it'll lead to greater rewards down the rabbit hole. I'll just say that.
Okay.
It is both.
Yes.
All right. So I, of course, would call the cap up and show her hey, look, they're probably watching where we're going, because they keep diverting towards us, but not enough to come over. I just show her on the chart.
Okay. How long have they been
They're
doing
all
this?
Sanchez. Paul.
Since you've left the since you started paying attention, like since you left the wreck.
The whole time.
Man, Pope Sanchez, they suck.
You say poop Sanchez?
Yes.
Poop Sanchez.
Pope Sanchez. How far are we away from where we're trying to go?
At this point, like 2 days.
Trying to think of a way. So how far away are they again?
They wouldn't be. They're on like regular
They're not
shipping
visual
lanes. No, they're on sensors, but you can see because of the various updates. Effectively, there's enough information floating out there so that ships don't run into each other, especially if they have their transponders on, that everyone can see everyone. But you noticing that these ships, which are specifically have the transponders on, but are on shipping lanes, are making these slight deviations. Like nothing that you would notice, like from if nothing you would notice normally, but it's enough that you can see that they seem like they're trying to get just a little closer to see if they can see a little bit more, sort of thing.
So they're sneaking up. They're just inching up on us.
Yeah, I mean, they're still so far away that you wouldn't be able to like you wouldn't even be able to like fire a torpedo that direction.
It's the
Well,
equivalent
you say
of realizing that the people you're walking past are like looking over their shoulder at you.
Yeah.
You say that, but if we can predict, see, this is where I'll be. My Star Trek brain's coming alive. So if we could put something in their path,
Yeah, you could.
based on the real rates in which they're moving, we could put something in their path to kind of stop them up for a second. Is it illegal for us to turn off transponder?
Yes.
Yes.
Very.
In fact, turning off transponders or stopping transponders, sometimes when you turn off or try to change transponders, it'll slag the entire ship's computer because they're designed to not be messed with.
Yeah, it's.
Do we have an extra one?
No.
Do we?
You were running out of money, remember?
Well, you never know. You
don't want to mess with the transponder.
What is
So
what is something that could mask a transponder signal from maybe in a directional way? And make it look like it was like a malfunction, like a temporary malfunction. God damn it. Jita.
So there
here,
are
yet you're not.
things that can be done, but not when we're moving at the speeds that we're moving. Completely powering down and going tea kettle, and just relying on the oxygen that's already on the ship, technically allows you to have your transponder off because you're completely powered off.
But if trouble comes, you got to power back on.
Yes. And we'd be on the float if we did that, which is not fun.
Is there a way to okay, I imagine like a distress beacon, somebody must respond to it, right?
If they detect it and if they log that they detected it, then they are obliged to respond to it. But it's also not uncommon for people to pretend they didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's
I'm
just
all for
keep
going
moving.
tea kettle.
Let's just keep moving.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to have some fun here.
Going tea kettle is
I
also
need to have some fun.
going tea kettle is also very much a belter thing. The belters would improve upon it. So
We don't have
I'm for
time
it.
to tea
Let's do
kettle.
it.
We got to see what's going on with Cortez.
So as soon as the captain's off the deck, I'm going to take out a hand terminal and take a selfie and send a tight beam to the next ship that goes off course a little bit. Just me
Okay.
waving hi.
Okay.
That's
with like
it.
with like some filters and some like little stickers on it with like hearts
Nope.
and stuff.
Nope. Just my way of saying you should just take a picture. It'll last longer. You know, that kind of mentality.
Or we could put somebody's butt on the printer.
I'll do it.
I volunteer Jesse.
I don't want to see Jesse's butt.
It's either Jesse or mine.
Yours.
All right.
It's more distinctive.
Got OVA tattoos on it.
What?
Always.
So you're sending butt selfies to Pope Sanchez.
No, I'm not telling them any of that. I waited for Sloan to leave the bridge so that I could just send a straight up selfie of Mark waving. That's it. I don't know where this tangent went.
It's because I was complaining about printers earlier before the show. It made me think of people putting their butts on printers.
Butts on the printers.
Butts and printers are on your mind.
Yeah.
I get it.
Guess it best see some days.
All right. All right. So, no, I'm just trying to process what's going to happen with. So you send a selfie. You send a selfie, Mark, to the next.
And I'm just waving.
Sanchez.
That's it.
Just waving.
Like
the next one that deviates from its standard path.
Okay. You get a tight beam back from that ship after you know they received it, and about 15 minutes later you get a tight beam that comes back, and it's just a picture of the captain with a sign, holding a sign that basically says no, it's not a sign.
No solicitors.
It's just a captain with like a rifle on his desk, looking at the camera. That's all it is.
Lord, freaking ammo
I like it.
Yeah.
God, it's like those dudes on TikTok.
I reply with a heart emoji.
There's no response.
Yeah, he's mad now.
I like this arc.
Yeah, I want to see where I want more of Mark's space Snapchat.
Yeah.
Heart, peach, eggplant, water drops.
Spaceship.
Y'all
Water
aren't
drops.
ready for Mark's Snapchat.
This is it. This is it.
This is it right here.
Hot engines in your area.
Oh,
Hot engines.
Pilots going wild all over the sector. We're terrible people.
All right.
Hey, baby, ever pulled a crazy Ivan?
Let's move over to what Highland is doing.
It's funny that you say that because it's not much different than what we're talking about. No, I think Highland's pretty boring on the ship, and that's what I always feel bad being like, all right, it's Highland. What's Highland doing? He's just around cleaning. But because he's very much of like, why did we stop? Okay, time for action. But then when it's like travel time, he's fucking bored. So, because he doesn't work on things, he doesn't have many projects that he usually does. He's not really much of a strategist, so he doesn't think a lot about the long term or what to do next. He's very much we need to get this done, and then it's a reactionary. So if somebody comes up with him, if someone approaches him with a problem, he'll think of some weird, dirty answer to it, rather than a thought out strategy. So, but other than that, he's
Mark
pretty...
is going to bring you a problem.
Okay.
Since you just said you'd be kind of bored on the ship,
right?
Mark
Yeah,
is
and he'd probably hang out like annoyingly with people, like just sort of like Lost Puppy style, looking for things to do, and then not know what to do. Sometimes you'll see him with a broom and he sweeps a little bit, but not a lot, because he just is hanging
Mark
around.
has a very fun project for you.
Okay.
Okay, so I come to you and I say, hey, I've got something that we haven't done yet, and we kind of need to get done, and I just don't have the time to do it myself. Would you mind going down to the torpedo racks, and on each torpedo, just write a different salutation for the friends we send them to?
What a wonderful project.
Okay, great. You want me to write anything, really? Just as long as it's
Whatever greeting, salutation, hello
If
type
not,
thing you want to send to anybody that we also send a torpedo to.
All right. How many torpedoes do we have on the rack?
I have that. Hold on.
Your description of how Highland acts on the ship now has Ice Ice Baby stuck in my head. Specifically for the line,
maybe I don't
if there's
have
a
that.
problem, yo, I'll solve it.
I thought it was like 30, Paul. You want to
30?
tell me
Yeah,
what the
about
number?
30.
Oh no, it was we had 20 normal and 20 plasma. That's
Yes.
what we had in stock. Just found my note.
Okay.
So 40 little salutations.
40 salutations on all the torpedoes. Well, okay, I'll do it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
And I think for a lot of the time he spends, I think he, for maybe 20 minutes or so, he's staring, trying to think of probably the perfect like smash cut to him down at the torpedo rack, opening as they come out, and he tries to then think of something to write. He shakes up the pen just to get some of the ink moving, and then he starts just drawing a smiley face on one of them just to try to maybe like really get his creativity going. And then he starts to then draw. He doesn't really want to draw an OPA, but he does draw something like the OPA symbol, but it's definitely something else. Maybe it's like hidden in there, just because for him, no one's ever going to see it. Maybe, but that would be kind of funny if people thought it was OPA. And then he also writes various different belter phrases across the sides of them as well. I think he draws a classic, what he thinks is a shark on one of them, and then he starts naming some of them, yeah, I think he'll start naming some of them. One of his like Billy Buster, the Laser Louise, and Plasma Paul, and like he just starts naming these. And I think he spends way too much time enjoying that than he thought he would. Yeah, being creative. Yeah, and then he thought he would, and then after he's probably like super into it.
I guarantee you at some point, because this sounds like the thing he's taking hours doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cass like gets up to get a drink from the kitchen and then is going back through the ship and just looks over. Okay.
Mark has a project, so I'm just doing this for Mark.
Carry on, Professor. And he looks at his drink, which is like, it's probably coffee or something. He looks at his drink and then turns and goes back to the kitchen for something stronger.
All right. Sloan, what are you doing while we're waiting? Going through.
Just being hot.
Okay.
Hot chip.
That's it.
She, of course, she does like, the barbecue and all that. She deals with the thing Mark brought up, and I'm sure she sees at some point Highland going down to a deeper deck, just looking rather amused or something. And I don't know, like, I mean, she would probably be sitting down, like she knows that Pope Sanchez people are on their tail. She try to, I guess, look into any old ends for some of that. Pope Sanchez, okay, real quick. Do they want to kill us, or do we work for them, or both?
You're working for Diana, and Diana
wanted
wants...
the Pope Sanchez. Yeah. Okay.
Diana wants Sebastian Pope specifically.
Yes, and Sebastian Pope owns Pope Sanchez, and on top of that, Benji used to work for Pope Sanchez.
Right.
When they backstabbed you. So
Yeah. So she's probably going to be kind of trying to figure out what that ship is and like information on which ship that is and like who is on it.
for what ship?
The one that's fucking around with us.
Oh, it's basically whenever there is a ship that is owned by Pope Sanchez comes near us, they slow down. They slow down to watch us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's never a specific ship.
So
it's
they're
like
just
the
trying to get a good
company-
look at this ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pope Sanchez
Yeah.
is keeping tabs on us, basically, like the company is.
Okay. Okay, so I mean, she still would want to figure out like what the manifest of that specific Pope Sanchez ship is.
Okay. Give me a.
Because you never know. You never
Yeah.
know. The guy we're looking for could be on one, and we just don't
Yep.
know.
Yep.
Give me an. Do you have research? No, but
Uh,
you're jack of all trades thing. So yeah.
Yeah. I can do whatever I want.
Give me an intelligence check.
Whatever she wants.
So that's just 3d6 plus your intelligence.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, John, so many things to click all over the place. Okay, here we go.
See if it works.
Come on, stop being rude. Okay, so I'm just gonna. I don't know where my thing is. What's it under? It's intelligence.
Yes.
Okay, so 3. So, roll 3d6 plus. How did some of y'all have a 5? Man,
Well, if you have a
points.
Well, if you have a focus, that adds an additional +2. So
Mhm.
if you had this
oh
focus,
god,
you'd be
that's right.
rolling
That's
at a
right.
plus
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then there's crazy people like Jata who somehow have a +7 in technology or something.
Mm-hmm.
I got. By the way, wouldn't have Mark generated stunt points on that last
He
one?
did.
He did.
and
He used them.
Oh,
That's how
sorry.
that's how he discovered that Pope Sanchez was looking.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have just
cool.
been random ships.
I'm just making sure I know things. All right, so there you go. I got 13.
Okay,
I
so
won, right?
you're looking at that specific ship's manifest, right? As best as you can.
Yeah.
It's that the ship that sent that's the latest ship that came by was filled with reconstruction supplies from I forget the name of it. It starts with a V. It's kind of like the Forge of the Belt. It's another smaller asteroid compared to Ceres, but it's like where all high tech industry is headquartered.
Like
out
the
of.
Silicon Valley of.
Yeah, it's more like the Pittsburgh.
Asteroids.
It's more like the Pittsburgh of
Okay.
of asteroids, or like, like it's a place where lots of industry, or like the Detroit, or you know,
Okay, I got you.
Vesta.
Oh, it's industry,
Vespa,
not
Vesta, yeah, Vesta. Yeah,
Vespas. I love
Vespas.
Vespas.
Yeah, Vesta. It's the asteroid Vesta.
That's,
Okay, so I find out it's like taking stuff to or fro.
From Vesta to Ganymede.
Okay, so and where are we going to Ganymede?
No, but we're going to Europa, which is in the same.
That's right,
system
right.
as
Europa,
Ganymede.
Europa. Sorry, all the words.
Mhm.
And
so many
yeah,
moons.
so I'm
Damn
just
it,
like kind of
Jupiter.
looking. Do what?
Said so many moons. Damn it, Jupiter.
Damn
I
you,
know.
Zeus, and your love affairs.
It always cracked me up that when they sent Juno the thingy to go check on her husband, because all the moons are named after his
And after his-
mistresses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna like basically just look into them and kind of figure out as best I can what I can find out, like what they're moving, what they're likely to. If I don't know what they're moving, what are they likely to be moving from there to Ganymede? Like what makes the most sense and for Pope Sanchez to be moving. And who, like maybe just any information I could find on kind of like the top. Like I imagine it's not a very big crew. It's probably about the same size as ours.
Yeah,
So
a little bit bigger because these
Okay.
freight transports usually
Yeah,
have
yeah,
more
they
than-
need a little bit
people than
more.
they need.
But yeah, I would look into like basically who the bridge crew is, like especially because just in case like there's
Mhm.
somebody I know or they're a problem.
All right, random name generator.
I wanna-
Here I go. Random
It's
name
more of
generator.
like, do they have any notable history? I don't care about their name right now.
Not really. Like their career cargo pilots. They've worked with Pope Sanchez for like 6 years.
Okay,
Kind of thing.
so they're nothing special is basically
Nah.
what I was looking for. Okay,
Nah,
we'll leave them as
nothing-
nothing special, so you don't have to make up names. Yeah, I mean, she just kind of looks into all that. She's like, all right, they're probably not really going to be any problem.
All right.
And I mean, they're going to obviously watch us, but they're not going to make fuss with us. And she's going to go ahead and from there kind of look more into that message from before, trying to figure out Cortez's business and things like that, like what's going on with him, where we can find him, like trying to figure out where the best place to start would be, I guess.
Okay.
Other than the Mormons, like that's where I'd probably start, just because of his associate. But then again, it sounds like he was only dealing with them for like a week.
Yeah. I mean, you do remember that there is a Mormon station near Europa.
Right.
This was where you're heading towards. And there was a mention of what was it called? It was
and I'm helping the Mormons with the thing.
Yeah, but on the message itself, it was
That lady.
Tharsis. And you know that Tharsis is a MCRN vessel. There's a MCRN vessel named Tharsis.
Yeah, it's probably pretty cool.
Slightly bigger than the current ship that you're in, but about the same. So you give me another research check. So another 3d6 plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just actually, if you hit a up button, you can just re-roll your last thing. Oh, look at that! I got 3 stunt points, didn't I?
Hey, 3 stunt points exactly. Yeah.
Oh shoot! I forgot to have my quick reference.
Quick reference?
1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. I have them somewhere. They're usually easy to find. There they are. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. Open sesame. Here we go. And that would be an investigation stunt, probably.
Mm-hmm. You can also do exploration stunt if you need to, or general stunts.
And what did you repeat? What you just said? You just said that.
So there's a MCRN ship called the Tharsis.
Right.
There is a Mormon space station, or a space station that was used. It's owned by the Mormons. That exists over Europa, but it was.
I think I'm gonna go with
abandoned.
Intuition, and it says the GM reveals a fact about the object of your test that you could not have noticed or deduced by simply interacting. When you uncover a clue, you gain. Well, it sounds like a bit more like. Oh wait, this is like the detailed version. When you uncover a clue, you gain 2 new leads instead of 1, making a path branch. I'm trying to figure out how to work that in. So like, I guess. I mean, it's intuition. Like if there's like the ship there and there's this thing there, maybe there's some, I don't know, DM.
So are you trying to use intuition for the ship or for the station?
I'm trying to figure out where to start to look for Cortez. Like
okay.
So maybe that helps it organize a bit better.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I get that.
Like kind of like if I was Cortez, where would be like, I mean, obviously I have the message and stuff, and maybe it's related to the message. Like maybe like looking at the message again, like intuitively makes me think, oh,
yeah,
about that whole situation.
So
even if it's a way to approach it too, not necessarily a physical location.
The thing that pops into your mind when you're looking at it is, why is Cortez investigating the Mormons? Who's he working for?
I've been wondering that either way, so that would be kind of on the tip of her mind for sure.
And the thing you realize most likely is that he's probably still working for the MCRN.
Right. Like he's doing it on their behalf.
On their behalf.
Like Section 31 or some shit.
Yeah. And if he's on a ship called the Tharsis, or there's a ship called the Tharsis nearby.
Yeah, and he
would-
said Tharsis in the thing.
Yes. So you think
Like he's aboard that.
maybe the Tharsis is nearby this station.
There's something's going on with Tharsis in this Mormon
system.
station.
So you think about, because obviously all Martian naval traffic would be classified, you wouldn't be able to have access to it. But you're also a Maddox, and your brother is
Kind of cool now.
Yeah. What's
Kinda
that?
Cool.
Yeah. But you recall that your brother has talked to you before, and your parents have talked to you before, about how the UN tracks MCRN ships and how the MCRN tracks UN ships, because both of the ships have their own specific friend or foe indicators, which transmit a certain code. And both of these, both of the navies have effectively been able to piggyback onto those sources to be able to figure out where these ships are. It's not perfect, and it's not always, because the FOF system isn't always, or the friend or foe system isn't always active, or it's not active in a certain way. It requires it to be in a certain stage.
Right.
That would be easier to track. And you vaguely recall that you could you think you might be able to track the Tharsis, or track at least MCRN ships around Europa by using that technique.
Okay, so I go up. I'm like, ah! And I go up to the bridge. It's like the lightning struck my head, and I go up to the bridge and I start to sort of try to enact that whole thing.
Okay. Give me a.
And I kind of, I'm like, Mark, help me. The details, the stuff that Paul just told me. Here you go. Sorry, word.
What? You want to track a MCRN ship?
Paul.
Yeah.
Who's Paul? Yeah.
So who's Paul?
The one true God, Paul?
God of the Expanse.
Lord of the Lord.
As Mark, as Sloan is explaining to you, she explained something that you have heard of before, of being able to track ships using FOF indicators.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
FOF,
you think,
as we call it in the industry.
You may be able to, and you think you may be able to track this if it's in the right setting. If it's idle or if it's off, it won't work. But if it's actively turned on, like if it's not being under maintenance mode or something like that, you might be able to track anything with that sort of signal in the area if you're close enough.
Okay. So, what do I need to do to give that a shot?
What do we need to
Give me
roll?
a navigation check.
Let's see.
Can I assist or?
I'm gonna try it one more time here. Try the sheet real quick.
If Sloane's assisting, I don't know. I don't think there's an assist mode.
Yeah, there's not really an assist mode here.
So I would just say you give you a +1 to it.
Yeah, there you go.
So roll 3d6 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
You did it!
Ooh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So yeah, you using the trick, you're able to get fuzzy readouts of the general location of at least 3 MCRN ships in the area, but only one of them is directly in the orbit of Ganymede.
And that is?
There's no you can't figure out who it is.
We're
You can
still
just
too
know
little
that-
far out or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the general location of this ship. There's no identification specifically for it because you don't have the codes to unlock those locations. You just know the location.
So I just tell Mark, I'm like maintain this so that we can refresh, hit F5 once in a while. Just do the thing. Help me.
I'm looking all over the console for an F5.
So and then I proceed to explain to you kind of why I said all this, the whole I had this intuition with looking back at Cortez's message. There's a ship over there called Tharsis. He says Tharsis. The Mormons, the whole Mormon thing with him and our thing, and we're looking for this lady now for the Mormons that we met before, and then we're also trying to find Cortez, who was investigating the Mormons, and around the time that lady was present, I believe. So Cortez and this lady are probably in the same place, is what I'm thinking.
So
But I could be wrong.
now that you've gone through all that, can we go back to where you just say go this way and I go ICAP?
What? Okay, go that way.
ICAP.
Perfect.
All right. All right. Before we move on, before we take a break, we're gonna and kind of do the approach of this location.
Right.
Sloan, you get a tight beam sent directly to your person.
My space phone.
Yeah, space phone.
Okay.
From an unknown source.
Ooh. It's a secret admirer. Yeah.
Do you want
What's
to?
up?
Do you want to open it? This is just a message, so.
When you ask me if I want to open it, I get a little worried that maybe it's a phishing scam.
Get a bigger Ben
We're-
15 in
we're
just 3
trying-
weeks.
We're trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty.
Exactly. I was just
You
about to say
son
that.
of a.
The Actium's extended warranty.
Yeah, I open it.
Okay, so you open it, and there's this very well dressed man who is a little weathered. He's got the salt and pepper hair, like kind of a darker complexion. He's sitting in a suit.
Okay.
He's sitting behind a desk, and he says, "You see him go, Captain Maddox. My name is Sebastian Pope."
Oh, hey, you're that guy.
It's a
How you
one-way
doing?
message.
Oh,
it's
damn
not
it.
like, yeah.
Damn it, I wanted to give him quips.
You still give him the quips, but he
He just keeps going. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mark, look, it's the guy. It's the guy, Mark.
There's a huge
Are
delay,
you-
even if it was.
Yeah. Are you
the guy.
watching this with
I
Mark in
can't.
front
No,
of
I'll
you?
watch it by myself first.
Okay.
For business.
All right.
Who knows? Who knows?
I have a proposal for you.
Okay.
This proposal is for your ears only. Because
Oh.
I know you're looking for me. I know Diane wants my head. But Diane is a fixture of the old ways. The old systems. The old corruption. And I know
Oh my
you,
God. This guy.
you have a mind for the future. You
Yeah.
want to see humanity emerge from our divisiveness, our petty conflicts over land and resources. You want to see the system united. And I can give that to you. But we have to stop trying to kill each other.
What?
I'll be in contact.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know. Thank you. Kind of closes.
Okay, she's gonna go like to a more private place or
Okay.
wherever, like her room or wherever. And she's gonna
Bathroom.
type
Most
beam
private.
back to that signal and just say, it'll probably be a video thing too, and she'll just kind of sit and she'll be like, "You've piqued my interest, but you haven't exactly. You don't. I'm trying to say the words. You haven't exactly given me a good reason to trust you, given our past. So, I think olive branches are needed if we're gonna have any further discussion about this."
Okay.
And yeah, and she says it really sexy or something because I'm not being sexy today. So there you go. I don't know, not sexy, just like cool.
Mhm.
You know?
Calm, collected. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool
like
is
cool as a cucumber.
So you send that message off, and a tight beam comes back with
Okay.
a simple it starts off with a text file. It's attached and a video, which after maybe about an hour.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Of course, I would never suggest that we cannot come to terms without being rational, reasonable people who seek the right way forward. I've called off my investigations into you. We will not be following you anymore. They simply are worried. My secretaries and my partner is simply worried about my own safety because of Diane's reputation. I have attached the order to stop following you, and you may observe as much as you like. Pope Sanchez will not be in your way. All I ask is that you hear me out. If you are willing to hear me out, I will meet you at a location and time of your choosing with only 2 guards on my personal ship.
Okay, so we're going to the place. We're going to near Ganymede. Right.
Yeah.
We're
You're
close
going near
enough to it. Yeah.
Not Ganymede. You could go to Ganymede, yeah.
Oh, I mean, we're what's the name? Like, we're going
Europa.
but is there and there's like a Mormon space station. Is there another space station near it that's like a little more level playing field?
There's a handful of other space stations. There's one space station which is kind of the main intro outro, kind of like where ships come to dock before they land at the only small research outpost. It's kind of like a small outpost on Europa that's maintained there. Not much, but it's also from the UN controls it.
Okay.
So.
I think her mental plan is like to tell him to meet her basically there in like 2 more days from this point on?
Yeah.
A day.
To
like meet her there in about 2.5 or 2 days, because she'll basically have those guys go start at that one place, and then maybe she'll have Mark take. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out over the break. All right. Okay. Bye.
All right. We'll be right back, y'all. To take a few minutes, go get yourself something to drink, get something, use the restroom. But we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I know.
Oh, I just rubbed my eye and I forgot I had makeup on. Oh no.
It's better than rubbing your eye and forgetting you were eating hot wings.
Oh,
I've done that before. I've done that before.
That's why I just don't eat hot wings.
Yeah.
I don't
I
eat
love
hot
rubbing
wings
my
ever
eyes.
since the incident.
Since that one time.
I actually know the incident you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was a lot of hot wings. It was for charity, at least, right?
No. Well, the first one was not for charity. It was for Babby Streamer not realizing you shouldn't necessarily put your body on the line for follows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or follows. Yep.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Yeah. The condensed version, I was multi-streaming with Captain Richard. We were going to be doing races in Star Citizen, and the game broke. Shock, early Star Citizen when
30Ks.
that when nothing ever worked.
Mhm.
The game broke and I couldn't get into the race, but I had these hot wings I had bought for dinner, like a little popcorn nugget hot wing sort of things, and said I would eat a wing for everybody that followed the channel.
Oh God. Oh
Um,
God.
Richard found out about it.
Well, we were co-streaming, and I said it,
Yeah.
and the stream devolved into Richard watching my stream as people from his stream came over to follow, and I devolved into a sweaty hot wing mess.
I've seen Richard eat some really hot stuff before, and he loses it. So
We have
so you know.
historically christened this as the Wing Commander stream.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's really good. Oh, that's really great.
The Wing
Anyway.
Commander.
The Wing Commander. Yeah. All right.
Commander of the
So
Wing.
we're coming back. I think we have a decision on what Sloan is going to
Yeah.
do, but I will let Sloan play out in terms of who she's telling first and all that sorts of things.
Yeah. Like right now?
Yeah, because y'all
Oh.
because at this point y'all are like within a day of
Okay.
of Europa.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of approach Mark and first and say, "Hey, I have something that's come up that's very personal, and I need to be dropped off here." And she like kind of points out the place.
Let me find the actual name of the station because it actually has a state name in the rule book, which is cool.
Or did we decide that was going to happen in Tycho?
No, you decided you can do
No.
Okay.
it. No. Yeah.
But yeah, so she's gonna point out the station, which isn't for very. It's like pretty close.
So you
Yeah.
just want us to drop you there and carry on?
Yeah. I'll tell the others, but I just want to tell you first since you're navigating.
Okay, no problem. You're the captain, Captain.
Thank you. And then she's like gonna kind of linger for a minute, check on whatever, and on that thing they started earlier, the sensor thing, and then she'll eventually mosey downstairs and kind of find Cass and tell him the same. She'll walk up to you and say, "Hey, I just let Mark know I have something to take care of. Before or I'm gonna have Mark drop me at at a station nearby, and then y'all can go forward from there. But I'll if y'all if y'all don't finish before I'm done, or if y'all finish before I'm done, you can pick me back up, or I'll figure out I'll check in with y'all and figure out a way to transport over."
Cass like just takes a second to absorb the information, and it's like, "You're the captain. We'll handle it. Good luck."
Thank you. Keep yourself and everybody and without blowing everybody and stuff up. Yeah.
I mean, you know the crew as well as I do. I'll do my best.
Excellent.
Mark, I'm done.
If it goes, if your commitment goes over long, you may have to find your own way back to Tycho.
She holds her tongue.
Okay.
We have a scheduled delivery to make, and we're running on empty. So
Fair. All right,
just keep us in the loop.
we'll do.
All right. So we're gonna kind of fast forward. Mark, you approach the station. The station it's got some traffic, but because the nature of Europa, which is effectively grows vegetables and vat-grown beef, because it's cold, so it's easy to store some of that, some of those things for the use for the rest of the system. It's not nearly the bread belt that is Ganymede, but because it's much harder to live in there. People are pretty good, well off there, but it's like well off by belt standards. So, like lower middle class kind of feel for Martians and Earthers. So the station is all right. It's like a regional airport, not fancy, but it gets the job done. And you don't have a ton of ships coming in and out, but mostly just shuttles going down to Ganymede, and then some transports coming in to pick up the sparse amounts of supplies that creates, and then taking it out, sort of thing.
Anything stand out as either Pope Sanchez related or MCRN related?
No MCRN that you can see, because the thing about Ganymede or about Europa is that it's actually controlled by the UN. It's controlled by Earth. So you do see a UN Corvette docked, but I mean UN. Nothing Pope Sanchez that you can see.
Okay, cool. Cap, stop walking away.
The question is more, do you want to dock at the station?
Is this the station that I'm dropping her off at, or is this the...
This is the station dropping her off at.
Oh, yeah, then, hey, Cap, we're here.
Excellent, cool. Yeah, see you guys later. Sorry, I just had my boss call me.
But why? May I suggest you wait until we dock, Cap?
Yeah, okay.
She's gonna eBay.
I mean, who do you think you are, Cass?
Yeah, she's gonna get all of her little things together. And
you jump out of a ship one time, and they don't let you live it down.
That's all it takes.
I will say this because I know Sloan can hear us, or Buster can hear us. Just think about what you would take to this meeting. What clothes,
first of all,
what equipment.
I would definitely be armed.
Okay.
And I wouldn't want to go without something like that.
Okay. Would you be taking? But would you be like rocking in with your shotgun, or would you be taking?
No, like gun on my hip kind of thing, like to let him know, because I'm not going with bodyguards like he is. So it's like, I think it would be understandable that I'm armed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like not overtly so.
Can Cass make a check to see if he suspects, or like to see if there's any indication that he thinks she's doing something dangerous?
Sure. Give me a
Some kind of intuition check.
Intuition check, yeah, because you have intuition.
I do.
I mean, I don't even know personally if
So.
it's dangerous. So, I mean, out of character. So whatever.
3d6, not 2.
Yeah, 3d6.
Typing fingers.
+3.
If this is a successful roll, I get to spend the stunt points.
Yeah, it's a successful roll. Well,
Okay.
Let me put it this way. Sloan, would you be trying to kind of keep it cool and try to hide your any kind of suspicions that you might have? Like, are you just being like, I'm doing this, deal with it?
She would basically try to assuage, or however you say that word, any worries. She'd be like, I'm fine,
Okay, so give me, Sloan, give me a deception check. Let me see what that would be.
Communication deception.
Communication deception.
It's the other social skill I have.
Yeah, she'd be like, Yeah, I'm fine. Do I need to roll something?
Yeah, communication deception if you have it, or just communication otherwise. Oh, that my roll should be 15. Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't add my focus bonus. Just my
Okay. So 15.
Yeah.
What's my communication? It's +3. So sorry, I'm like trying to get something on a flash drive for my boss at the same time.
You're good.
He's about to walk over to me. And the flash drive's being an asshole. Boop, 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 boop. It's probably like a 15-year-old flash drive at this point, anyway. So it's a 3d6 +3. So I'll roll that real fast. Boom.
Okay.
So we
15,
tied.
15.
We both
Yeah.
tied and both had 3 stunt points.
Yeah. So I'm just going to make it simple and say you have some suspicions, but you don't think it's anything that's dangerous. Like,
Okay.
something is going on, but you don't know exactly what it is. And you have a feeling, it's hard to tell if she's walking into danger or if this is just something that is trying to remove the crew from danger, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is some deal being made. That's all you can tell, is that there's something going on, either personally with her or with some deal she's working on behalf of the crew.
Okay. So then this is going to result in Cass misreading the situation.
Okay.
And I'm going to meet Buster at the airlock, or meet Sloan at the airlock. And as she's leaving, I'm like, Cap, I don't know what you're getting yourself into. But just in case this lands you in a situation where this will help. And he like flips over the information to access his financial accounts.
Okay. She takes
So
that.
basically, you'll have the
information.
ability to use Cass's money to buy yourself out of a situation if you need to.
Okay. She just nods to him and says, I don't think I'll need to use it, but thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then she goes on her merry way
All
as
right.
I go across the street real fast. I'll be right
Yeah. Sloan, before you go, just as a reminder, think about everything she would be taking with her to this meeting. Not just weapons, but also
no,
like
I
equipment,
know.
clothing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I'll think about it real quick.
We'll come back when you return in 2 weeks. We'll figure that out. So
also #humblebrag. I think this is the first time anyone on the crew is actively finding out that Cass is rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Humble brag. All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. So the captain departs, and you still have the place you're supposed to be going, or at least the captain had gestured towards where Cortez might be, that general area. So.
And how far off is that from the friend or foe detector?
That's where it is. Like the friend or foe detector is.
Okay.
It's a general region. It's 30 minutes orbit, like readjusting your orbit and to get to that location. It's a little bit of a higher orbit than the station is, but not much.
Anything else near it that I could make it look like we were headed to instead of heading directly there?
The old Mormon station.
Okay, so that's what I want to do then, is, kind of fake like we're going that way, and then at the last second divert.
Okay.
I don't want to burn straight for what might be an MCRN ship. That kind of looks bad.
Give me a navigation check.
Okay, hold on.
Give it to me.
Hold on. Where was it? What was it? 3d6 plus 5 for me?
Yeah.
3d6 plus 5. Oh. Helps if I type it right.
All right. You think
they see me coming?
You think you do it pretty well. You readjust everything. You get everything proper up. But as you're burning, as you've already started the burn to get into the right orbit, you realize that you've miscalculated your trajectory. And instead of looking like you're going to the station, you're coming from the exact opposite direction of the station. So you're looking like you're just missing the station altogether, going straight to that location.
Ah,
Like you looked at the ring and you were like, okay, I'll burn to
So
match
be
that
it.
orbit, and just missed that you're going in the opposite direction somehow.
Yeah, you basically were going, okay, I'm going to go this direction, and then you realize you inverted your x-axis, and you're just like, oh,
yep.
whoops, because we'll just say you were distracted because of the captain being all spooky and mysterious. So,
Perfect.
so yes, but you do manage to burn to that location. You as you're approaching the system, the signal area, you almost, the closer you get, you start picking up some faint signals, and the closer you get, you start to realize that there is something there that looks much bigger than the Tharsis should be. And by the time you get close enough to figure out what it is, you realize that the Tharsis is broken in two. You see the ship. It's definitely an MCRN ship. It probably is the Tharsis based off all your information. But it's broken in two, and the reason why it looks bigger is because there's a giant debris field around it.
Oh shit.
Cass would be on the bridge at this point since we're like on approach.
Yeah. I would have called Cass up
Doing the like
as soon as I saw anything.
doing the like stand behind the chair move.
Yeah.
And lean over and like, well,
Is there any signs of life over there?
It's hard to tell. It's too far away. But you do know that anything that can take on, like, I think this is like a destroyer, like a Martian destroyer, and crack it in half like that is pretty beefy.
Yeah. Beefy enough that I would imagine it would show up on scans by now.
Yes. It's not nothing around. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take us in. Like, I want to know if there's life here. I want to know if Cortez is here.
we
I want to
gotta
know more.
we gotta stop taking jobs like this that we're not getting paid for.
To be fair, you owed Cortez.
I know.
All right.
Well, the most Cortez has ever done for me is take away my power armor.
And save your life multiple times. All right. So give me a gosh, what's a good check for this? Let me pull it up. Give me a perception seeing check, or just a general perception check.
Just a general perception.
Mm-hmm.
So that, what would that be? 3d6 plus perception?
Yes, 36 plus your perception. Unless you had seeing, then it would be +2.
No.
All right.
14.
So you're getting signs that there is at least one life sign nearby. There's definitely some living creature in this region, based off of the heat signatures. But it's harder to tell exactly where. Because it looks like, in theory, there could be, let me count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 life signs. But it's hard to tell because they don't, none of them, like if they're alive, they're in suits.
Okay.
But your own experience from dealing with Martian tech is that Martian tech is intentionally designed to kind of mimic each other. So it could be a suit. It could just be a suit that's on. It could be someone who's alive. It could be someone who's dead in a suit that is on.
So,
or it could also be a
drone. So now I'm going to go for the radio option. I'm going to radio out there.
As he like starts to reach for the radio, Cass is going to like put a hand out really quick and be like, there's an angle on this we're not considering,
Mm-hmm.
which is why haven't the Martians come to get their own people yet? Broadcasting that we're here might not be the best idea.
We're in UN territory. They're not going to want UN to come first, and UN's closer.
Yeah, the problem is I don't want the UN to show up either.
Okay.
Remember,
so
there was a
pick
patrol
one.
boat at the station.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta. I think we
so
should do this as quiet as possible. Which
I'm
is
okay with that. So may I suggest that you and Highland suit up?
Yeah,
You get a comms at some point after a little while with Chita going, "What's going on?"
we're going for a walk.
Cool. You're going
We
for a
need-
walk,
we
right,
need
boss man?
help.
Not me.
I could use your help up here, Jata.
Hey, Highland, want to go for walkies?
Walkies and talkies with Cassidy? Yes, I'd love it.
So I would ask Jata to come up to the bridge and see if he can decipher what is living and what isn't. Because if there's Martians here in need of help, we're saving them.
Roger. Okay. He goes,
And-
why do I have to do it? Why me?
Because the rest of us are going for a walk. That's your choice right now, Jata.
Why is it Wichita? Why do I have to do everything? Why have to? Can't Mark figure out how to do something with the computers? Why is it fine? I do it.
Okay, so Mark starts playing with the computers. Next thing you know, the ship explodes. That's detrimental to your health.
Yes,
really wanna
yes,
go down
yes,
that
yes,
road?
yes. Jata, do this. Jata, do that. Jata, do this. I'm just doing all the things for you. I got it. Yes, Mark.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You've really nailed the essence.
I don't have to do. All right.
Yeah.
So Cass goes and gets suited up, and while they're getting suited up off comms, he does say to Highland, like, okay, primary mission, obviously, rescue Cortez if we can.
Okay.
Secondary mission,
What's the mission? I had to suit up. I was down here. And I think-
I give him the pencil sketch. We're rendezvousing with the Tharsis' positions at this point. It's more of a debris field than a ship. But we have reason to suspect that there's potentially some life out there, and hopefully Cortez is among them. We're going to do our absolute level-headed best to rescue him. I would also consider it our duty to the Actium to make sure we don't miss out on any salvage, though.
Aye.
So, primary objective, of course, rescue Cortez. Secondary objective, look out for anything that'll keep us in the sky a little bit longer.
Hey, Cass,
ahead.
come back up here a sec.
This is an off-comms conversation he's having.
No, I'm not. I'm not calling you because
Yeah.
of that conversation.
Yeah,
I'm calling
I'm
you
just-
for something different.
Cool, I come back
I
up.
didn't hear that conversation. Got that. So you come back up. I flip you a coin. You catch it?
Yeah.
That might help you because you're an Earther and they may not trust you. And it's the Tharsis coin.
Okay. The Tharsis.
Got the Tharsis challenge coin.
Coin. Yeah.
You know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Because Cass has seen coins like this just in his day-to-day life as a UN enforcer. So it's like, really is a shame we're all trying to kill each other. Anyway, thanks. And he,
Well,
like-
we're trying to save these guys. So let's try not to kill them all, all right?
I meant in the macro scale, Mark. Macro.
Yeah, well, they're on borrowed time, so let's get out there.
Yeah. All right. Cass suits up, straps up with pistols on both hips.
Mm-hmm. Highland, you going in with weapons as well? Your typical.
Of course I am. Well, no, he arms himself with a knife
Mhm.
and a sidearm.
Okay.
And I'll get him as close to one of the whichever signature Jata suggests first. I'll get him.
Or
as
if
close to that
Jata
as I can.
doesn't suggest one, Cass is going to suggest whatever one would be closest to the like security station for the ship.
So Jata, I'm just gonna kind of off-screen this because Jata knows Jata stuff, and I know how Jata would think. He would tell you, Mark, those are all drone signatures.
All of them?
All of them. But if Jata's basically if I was this person, I might mask myself to be a drone so I wouldn't be seen by people who might be looking for me.
Great. So that wasn't helpful.
You want help? I give you help. I give you exactly what you need to know. That's all. There's nobody living there. There's all drones.
So which ones are masked as drones?
I don't know.
Since that's what
You can't tell.
oh, man. And I thought you were good.
I'm the best, but I don't get.
Oh Lord, Myth, what have you done?
What have you done?
Let me fix it. Let me fix it real quick.
Oh. That's me. Sorry, I was using those are my hotkey filters. One of my characters are bald. That's funny. Yeah. Sorry.
Nice.
I was like, what have I done? All right. I was looking at the weather in my area and I used my numpad and I was terrified that you all knew my zip code.
So
No,
of
I
course
only know your
radio
street. Thanks
to,
to Deep Woodsman.
That's right.
So I radio to Cass not to open the outer airlock yet. Okay. And I'm gonna tea kettle as close to one of these as I can get with PDCs online.
All right. You notice there
So I
are
can identify.
the ship was cracked in two. There is one. The lower section has a docking port which you can get to.
Okay.
And dock with. It probably is depressurized, but you don't know. You could also tea kettle in between the two ships, or have ways because you could basically enter the two sides of the ship through the central like ring, the spinal kind of transportation hub.
I'm interested in these drone signatures. When you say they're drones, are they out in space or are they on board these two
They're
halves?
on the ship.
Okay.
Specifically, let me look that up again. There are on the bottom half which has the drive, which is still active, by the way, has 2 signatures, and the top half has 3 signatures.
Okay. So then the bottom half it is.
That's where the
that
docking
said,
signature stuff is as well, so you're going to want to dock into it.
Yep. So we're gonna go dock to it, and I'm gonna radio to Cass. Hey, you remember those really, really nasty combat drones we encountered a while back?
Have I told you today I hate you, Mark?
There's definitely gonna be one on this ship. Maybe more.
Great. Fantastic. Best news I've heard all week.
So, don't die.
All right. We're gonna be facing off against Martian combat drones on this mission.
And you see, I take out I holster the knife and then I take out the gun.
So I'm gonna tea kettle us over and dock.
Okay. Give me a navigation check real quickly.
And, sure.
Good kitty.
That's very funny, and he's petting he's petting the gun, saying "Good kitty."
And Paul,
16.
once we're docked, will it tell us that the other side is pressurized, depressurized?
Yes, it will tell you if it's pressurized on the other side.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so you dock, and when you look at the signal, it does look like the other side is pressurized, but obviously no zero G's. Like, 'cause like as you go into tea kettle mode, everything just kind of lifts up because you're in zero G now.
Yep.
I'm using my mag boots.
Okay.
I am arming the weapons in the airlock.
Oh yeah, the turret you installed in the airlock.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
I did not.
Highlander, would you be floating, or would you be with the mag boots on?
Well, I'm probably floating. It's super dangerous. What?
So what's? We're heading towards a bunch of rubble again.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and there's no gravity on board, obviously.
There's no gravity
so
on board.
You're
We're
looking,
inside.
You're
we were still traveling.
We're docked.
You're docked.
We're
You
docked.
just docked.
Oh yeah, then I'm floating.
Yeah.
I thought we were exterior. I was like,
No.
But you would see the turret drop down inside the airlock, and you would know not to be in front of it.
So yeah, you see this machine gun kind of drop out of the ceiling, and just kind of like a really green light kind of pop on, and just kind of move back and forth and up and down, and kind of checking, pointing at the other side of the airlock.
Wonderful. And then I'm going to spring off of the barrel of that turret, so I could then move that, and then I could then spring off of that to then glide.
Okay.
Exactly. I think you see it from the camera. You just, like a hand cover the camera lens for a moment, and then the whole thing probably shudders for a little bit as it fights my way.
Please, Gus. Please stop. Please stop.
All right. So, Highland, give me a free fall check.
Oh damn it! I have to roll something.
But you get
3 dice plus what?
Plus whatever free whatever.
Dexterity plus 2.
Free.
It's a 9 with a 3 on my stunt points, right? Is that how we're doing it?
No, so you have a 3 on the drama die. You only get stun points if you get doubles.
Drama.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's how we play the game. And
What is
So
your
it's-
dexterity score?
then
And I know you have the free fall focus.
Free fall. I'm just gonna roll it and see if it does anything. Nope. Perfect.
Nope.
Okay.
What's your dexterity score?
My dexterity is 1.
So
free fall's
you got
2,
a
so-
12.
Yeah.
Because the focus gives you plus 2.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty easy. I mean, you're a belter, so you pull off the barrel of it, just kind of like floating in.
Right.
Drones, Mark, you see the gun just kind of go, you get like a hand comes up and kind of blocks the camera and then releases, and the gun kind of jumps down, and when you try like kind of traverse back up, you see Highland kind of floating in, like directly in line of the gun, into the
Completely
inside of the line.
not surprised.
Highland,
Very annoyed, not surprised.
as you get in through the other side, it's dark. You see some like sparks here and there, and some lights are flickering, but it's dark.
I turn off my in-camera or my in-helmet light. That's off now.
Okay.
And then, what's ahead of me? Is it just left, right, open?
Let me take you, because this is the first time we can use this in a while.
Oh yeah.
We have a map.
We have a map.
We
Yeah.
have a map. We have a map. There's a map we have to play with. There's a map. It's the map. It's
Okay.
the map.
That one.
Map.
That's our map. And that's our map song.
This
Okay,
one.
I just made it up, and I hope you like it.
Yeah, let me fix it real quick so we can see. I'll throw your characters down as well. But
See London. I see France. I see the map. Okay, cool.
okay,
I
and
think
then
we'll see two
I'm gonna
airlocks.
there's 2 airlocks. I'll put your character down on the airlock where you're supposed to be. Da-da-da. Where are you? There you are.
Da-da-da.
So Highland, you are currently
Damn it.
there, and I'm gonna.
How
so you
about
can
I will? Could you delete that and I'll place it so I can use it?
Oh yeah.
Gus, please stop. I love you. Cats. And then I
reveal
should
area.
grab my token. How do I?
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh.
And right in front of you, as you kind of come in and look around, you see a spotlight. As this ping properly. There you go. This drone slowly moves its way towards, kind of moves its light towards where your location is. It doesn't seem to notice you, but it seems to be like kind of scanning around.
Okay.
If you remember the drones from the facility, it looks like one of those.
I'm just gonna keep going because I think I just launched
And
anyway.
it feels.
Yeah.
Stay out of the way of my shot.
No, that's not a thing I did. I think what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, this is just, I really like Highland because of this Death Wish and these wacky heroic moves that he does. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to free fall. My plan here is because I pushed off of the drone or the turret. I want to free fall this way.
Yeah, right on top of it.
Grab onto the top of it and then roll and face backward, using it as a shield toward the turret. That makes sense.
Oh dear God!
So you're going to basically maneuver it so that, like, when it grab it and pull it down.
I want to grab it and then it keep going because I'm still moving the entire time, right? So as I'm going towards it, I want to, like, if this is the drone.
He wants to expose its soft underbelly to the turret.
Exactly.
To the turret.
Like if it was a flying turtle, if it was a sea turtle, I'm going to swim at it, grab it by the shell, and then show its soft underbelly toward the turret. That's exactly what I want to do.
Give me a free fall check. Give me a free fall check for this one.
And then I will probably turn my. Actually, when I do this, I'm gonna. As soon as I see this, I go.
Mark, you ready?
And then I'm gonna. As I turn my
He
head
hears-
on, I turn that on.
Cass hears "Mark, you ready?" and also pulls out a Kilo's pistol. God damn it!
It's +2, right?
Yeah, +3, +3.
Perfect. I rolled 3 natural ones.
3 natural ones. Okay.
Sick.
Wow.
This is how this is gonna go. You are pushed yourself towards it, but you kind of misjudge the angle, and instead of hitting it, you slam into the ground before it and bounce into it, out of control.
Yeah.
So you end up kind of doing this, where you end up kind of going over to here. You hit that area, which is. You bounce off the rack and you're kind of backwards now, facing it, just tumbling out of control towards it.
I lose the. I lose the. What is it when you? I get the wind knocked out of me.
Element of surprise.
My chest, and then I guess and then now my soft underbelly is facing the turret as my back hits into it, so I can't actually get a grasp of it, and then I'm like flailing.
All right, and
like this
it's and the clang,
yeah.
The clang and the movement kind of attracts the attention of the drone,
like
who
a
then
cat
just
falling in slow motion.
Yeah.
Do I have a clear shot at the drone?
No, you don't.
Oh, not anymore. Yeah, because now you don't have a clear shot, and you could also be hitting me. Now it's just not at all perfect. It's sick.
I was only worried about whether or not I had a clear shot. The other part was a benefit, but
so the drone is going to see you and take a shot.
Yeah, totally.
All right, it's going to shoot. Boom, boom. What's your defense?
My defense. What a great question, Paul. Thank you so much for asking. My defense is probably at the bottom of my sheet. Is 11.
It's R space /R space 3d6, right?
Yeah. R or
I am gonna say
roll.
I am going to say that I'm very, very surprised that even after I told Cass those drones would be there, nobody took EMP grenades.
Well, the only person who has EMP grenades is Jatan.
Yeah, he keeps those in his room.
Mm-hmm. But he was present.
Jatan doesn't care.
If you would have asked him.
I get their stuff. That's Chata's kind of response.
Aggressively.
All right.
I
So
did
he-
specifically bring my armor-piercing pistol.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
I prepared a little bit.
All right. So it turns and just goes into Highland. But Highland, your defense is 11. You said.
Yeah.
Okay, so it hits you, but now it has to do damage, which is, I believe.
So you have a rating for armor and a rating for toughness. Toughness is armor and constitution combined. Toughness is what matters here.
My toughness is 6. My armor is 4.
Yeah, so that means your constitution is 2. So whatever he rolls will be reduced by 6.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's armor piercing, but I don't think it is.
No.
So whatever he rolls will be reduced by 6, and then whatever's on top of that, right now you're going to spend fortune to nullify. So one fortune.
One goes through. So you spend 1 fortune. And the narrative is a bullet hits you, but it wings off your armor and kind of like just deflects into the into it. But
I miss, and then 1 sparks off of my plastic plate or whatever.
And as it sparks off your plate, you kind of roll back because the impact rolled you back, and now you're running into it before you bounce off. So give me a just a fighting check. Let's see if you do any damage to this thing.
I have light weapons.
Okay, yeah. Roll 3d6 plus whatever fighting you have.
That'd be +1. That's +3. Okay, 3d6 +3. Listen to me learning the game. 13. So that's 16.
And you get 3 stunt points because your drama die, which is the last die, is 3.
He gets
5.
No, he gets 5. He gets whatever the doubles are.
Oh, is it?
In stunt points.
I thought the drama die tells you how many stunt points you get.
No, it's the number of stunt points you get is based on the doubles. The drama die comes into play for increasing the churn, breaking ties, and if you want to modify the drama die, it costs double to do that with fortune.
Okay, so you get
if I have
5.
this thought on edge.
Let me double check to see if you've actually hit it. I think you do, because I don't think this drone is very tough. Actually, it is tough.
Yeah.
So
What
you
is
don't
its
actually.
defense?
It's defense.
Well-
That's what I mean. Its defense is higher than 13, so you didn't do.
Well,
it.
he got a
16.
16. He didn't
Oh.
factor in his ability.
Oh, 16. Yeah,
Six-
yeah, you do. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely do it.
Ooh.
You definitely hit.
Okay. I have the reference card. Let me just download this another time. The 7th time. Okay.
Recommendations if you're
I know.
accepting them. Skirmish is a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It would allow you to move the drone.
Where am I looking for combat stunts? Where are they? Melee
Yeah,
stunts.
Yeah, general combat stunts as well apply here.
Yeah. So you can do melee stunts or general combat stunts.
So I have how many stun points? 5?
5.
Yeah.
Could I do lethal blow?
You
Inflict
could.
an extra 2d6 damage on this?
You could.
Yeah, I'll
If
do
you're
that.
just punching it really, really hard, you're hitting it with your whole body.
Yeah, I will do that.
All
So,
right.
well, with a light weapon, I would assume I am trying to. Gonna try
Stab
to
with
like
your knife.
pistol whip it with the
Oh, yeah.
clip of my my pistol because it's out right now. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna try to probably hit it in wherever its sensor is, maybe where the light is, or something that looks like a lens.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, you already hit it. So the question is
Yeah.
damage. So roll light weapon would be 1d3. So it's a roll 1d3 plus 2d6 plus
Your strength.
Plus your strength. Yeah. Plus 2d6, yeah. It's 1d3 plus 2d6 plus your strength.
no, please. My strength is 0. 9.
9 damage. So yeah, you manage to smash it into its light. It doesn't really destroy the light, but it does bounce the light back away. So it's like no longer putting forward and kind of loses a little bit of its thing as you bounce away. But yeah, you make sure it has the right stats and everything.
All right, this isn't going very well.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Yes, roll for initiative.
Okay.
Basically, roll 3d6 plus your dexterity, except for your cast, because you have that special ability.
I get to roll pistols. And generate stunt points on initiative if I want to. Unfortunately, most people can't generate stunt points on initiative.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Oh yeah, Mark is actually in this combat too, because he's got a.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So
I
you
am
roll for the
gonna.
drone real quick.
Yeah, roll for the drone, but know that I am immediately off the bat spending 5 fortune to change that 3 into a 5.
Okay.
Because I have something I want to do.
Okay. So your first cast, and you're also because you should already beat the heck out of it, and the churn goes up a little bit because y'all
Did some stuff.
yeah, at least twice.
Yep. It does go up twice because we spent more than 4 fortune
Wow.
on a single stunt, and he rolled a 6 on a drama die.
Yeah, and he also
And-
rolled. Did
Oh,
this
and then
as
I
well.
changed my stuff. So yeah, so
Yeah.
three churn ticks. Okay, so I am kicking off with 5 stunt points before I even make my attack.
Gotcha.
I am going to make my attack now.
Okay.
Which is an 18 to hit.
You hit. It beats his defense.
And then the stunts that I am using on this are a combination of things.
Okay.
Lots going to happen this round because I had plans. I am going to spend 1 point on skirmish to move the drone 2 meters away from Myth, so he's not like pressed up against it. Let's say we'll move it to here.
Hold on. Okay. So you move it.
To there.
There you go.
Okay. So that's 1 point spent. Then I am going to use double team to allow Mark to take a shot at it,
Okay.
and I'm going to use lightning attack.
Of course you are. All right. So first off, finish your first attack, and then we'll do Mark, and then we'll do your second attack.
Okay, so this is 2d6 armor piercing, and it adds my accuracy and an additional 1 from gunfighter. Just double checking. What does this do? Not being able to let the system handle this for me is
Yeah.
okay.
Slow
I
down.
am more than 6 meters away from it, so the other one doesn't apply. So this is going to add my accuracy and 1, so it's going to be 2d6 plus 4 armor piercing. So 13 armor piercing damage on the first shot.
Okay.
And then Mark's shot, and then my second shot.
Okay. Now, Mark, you shoot. It's not. I don't think the machine gun is armor piercing, but you can use your gunnery attack with this. So,
Yeah, I did.
He rolled
And I
and
did.
It didn't hit anything. Yeah, it bounces
It just
like
bounces off of it.
you just fire wide, basically. Like as you so Highland, you go in with your pistol, you bounce it, and you kind of bounce off to the side, and then as you bounce off to the side, you see a single hit, and as it bounces and kind of shoots it off away from you, and then you see rounds come like right by your face, like tracer rounds come right by your face as you hear thump, 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 thump through the like low atmosphere of the area.
and then I make my lightning attack,
Then you make your lightning attack.
which doesn't generate stunt points because it's a stunt attack, but it does hit.
Yeah.
For another 10 points of armor piercing damage.
All right. All right. Okay. Now it is his turn, I believe, because if we look back through. everything-
Sorry, and movement. I'm gonna
and movement. Yeah.
tromp over
'Cause
here.
you can move and attack. So.
Yeah.
Or attack and move. Yeah.
Specifically, I can shoot on the move. Anybody can move and then attack at either the front or the back. I can shoot anywhere along my movement.
Now, where you're standing right now is not cover because those torpedoes are above you.
Can I make a free fall check to have gone up to them?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So that's going to be 3d6 plus 4.
All right. So
13.
you managed to do it. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
you're going like right here, or are you going like right? Like, are you using the warheads for cover?
Yes.
Okay, so you're like above the warheads, like hugging the warheads as you're shooting.
Yeah. Oh, I shot like as I was going along
Yeah.
my trajectory.
Gotcha. Okay, now I believe it is its turn because no, Myth is 15, and what's your dexterity, Highland?
1.
1. Okay,
1.
so yeah, it's gonna go first. Seeing the immediate threat, not being the random thing that just bounced off of it, it's going to turn and try to shoot at Cass because it has no sense of self-preservation. It is a drone.
So, what level of cover would you call the
Light cover.
thing? Light cover. So that's going to add 2 to my armor, but make it 1 harder for me to hit if I shoot from this spot.
Yes. So it's going to roll.
So my defense is 12.
It hits. No
Yep.
sub points.
And
And
damage.
damage is 10.
Okay, so I have to soak 1 of that with fortune because the 2 armor from the cover
Yeah.
soaks. Okay, cool.
So it manages to like, and I'm also going to roll a. Hold on.
The warhead detonates. We're all
Yes, that's the question. Will it destabilize the warhead? It doesn't destabilize the warhead. Okay. If I rolled a 1, you would have had some times to like get out of there before the whole place exploded.
They would have just heard the Actium undocking.
Yeah, because like these warheads are not concussion warheads. They explode at proximity. So,
What? So the way I imagine that happening is it like spins to shoot at me and it wings and it's on target, but I just see the like it goes into my camera has frozen.
frozen. Yeah, I'm trying to refresh it, so and it's not working on my end. So
Let me take a look at the. Oh, it might have. My OBS might have frozen.
Oh knows.
Let's go ahead and reboot OBS. But while I'm doing that, the way I imagine it happens is it's on target and it actually like goes through the first outer shell of the missile, and then
Yeah.
just next to my helmet, I see the outer shell deform.
yeah,
Like the bullet stops just shy of creating an exit wound into my helmet.
yeah. You see a little poof on the inside of the warhead.
Yeah, OBS absolutely locked up. That's fun.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, with that,
So
we're gonna,
Myth's turn.
yes, it's Highland's turn. What are you doing? You're kind of free fall right now.
So I'm in free fall. It's over there.
If you fire, you're done with your turn. But if you move, you can move then fire. Basically, if you do any kind of major action, it'll end a turn.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Always here. I'm just cutting.
Shoot it.
I am, well, it's just easy. That's an easy answer.
Yeah.
I think what Highland's going to do is once he, like, I think he's going to maybe perch here for a moment and sort of gain, like up on the ropes, you know? He's sort of,
Yeah.
he's gaining his, he's sort of,
regaining his
his
composure.
balance again. Yeah, because he was just flailing for a moment in 0G. I think he's then going to jump forward but tuck downward slowly, so he's doing a front flip, right? He's also going to then activate his mag boots and then try to clamp his mag boots onto
On top.
the drone.
Okay.
And surf the drone. Ghost ride the whip.
And I think that is what he is going to try to do. So I guess I'm going to move here,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to,
Activate.
I guess it would be a melee attack, right? And then
It
we'll
would
see what's-
be. Yeah, it would be grapple. It would be a stunt
It
attack.
would be the best. It would be a grapple.
Yeah. So give me a free fall check
You
to
got
make sure
that.
you do this.
It's just if as long as I can keep getting drones to roll his eyes at me, then I know I'm doing well. Free fall is going to be 3d6 plus 2. That's 11.
11. Okay. So yeah, you managed to do that. Now give me a stunt attack. So basically what it is you roll 3d6 plus I think strength for grapple. I'm gonna double check
Yeah,
that.
it's just going to be a straight 3d6 then.
Fighting, actually.
Fighting. Straight 3d6 plus fighting.
Okay. My fighting is 3.
Let me look up stunt attacks real quickly.
So that's going to be
So
17.
if he succeeds, he automatically generates 1 stunt point.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it and wouldn't do any damage otherwise, but gets to apply the stunt. In this case, grapple is going to be the stunt because you want to latch onto it.
Yep.
So you guys are going to make opposed fighting grappling rolls.
So but he has to beat his defense first, right? He has to beat the drone's defense first.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, it has to be a successful roll for him to generate the stunt point.
Yeah. If it's what did you get 17 total?
Yeah.
I did get 17 total because I got 2 fighting and plus my light weapons. Oh, wait. I
Okay.
don't know if boots are going to be a light weapon, but then it would be...
Yeah, that counts.
Okay. So 17.
17. Yeah. Okay, so 17 would be enough. Yeah. So now you got to do opposed strength checks
No, it's opposed fighting
Fighting
grappling rolls.
yes.
So just
Okay.
straight fighting since you don't have the grappling.
That's going to be a 3d6.
Yep, 3d6 plus 2 for your fighting.
Joke's on you. The drone has grappling. No.
Wow. 9. But I generated stun points?
Only
If
if you
you success.
succeed.
If I succeed.
And actually, this is a stunt. This is a roll created by a stunt, so it can't
probably-
generate stunt
Got
points.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was a rule we got all wrong real hard in season 1, which resulted in me spending about half an hour making attacks on one turn.
Like the exploding.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the origin of I use lightning attack the meme.
Got it.
All right.
It's like it's when those people break
11.
the
So-
McCree modded, McCree Overwatch mods where they just keep firing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you don't grapple it.
I
is
do not
basically what it
grapple.
comes down to.
Okay, so
So-
I guess my mag boots didn't activate and I kick it, punk, but I didn't
Yeah.
actually stick onto it.
No. Yeah. So
It's,
basically,
it's, made, it's made of aluminum.
Yeah, it's made of
try-
aluminum. Yeah,
you try
exactly.
to like cooler. You activate your mag boots and it comes down and clamps on top of it for a moment, But then suddenly, like, you feel your bag boots release as it like reverses the polarity on its like it sets us off defense system where it like reverses the polarity of its shell. So you just are now floating just above it.
Shit, damn it. This is what...
Perfect. All right, now it's Mark, your turn. You're muted.
You're muted.
I was saying, yeah, I'm sorry, Highland, but I'm gonna take the shot.
Yeah, take the shot. Yeah. Take the shot.
If it's a failure, if you roll a failure, you don't.
It's a 17.
Yeah, you hit. Roll me some damage. It's
what is the damage from that machine gun?
It's a rifle, so 2d6 plus whatever your gunner plus perception.
Accuracy.
No, perception.
Or right, perception.
Yeah.
Would it? Okay, plus perception. Okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have anything to do with the gunnery proficiency.
No,
Got it.
gunnery is just a hit. Yeah.
Got it. 2d6 plus 3. 13.
All right. So, Highland is floating just above it, going shit, and you can see the light of the gun aim directly towards you.
The laser just sort of focused.
Yeah.
All right, great.
On the drone, and a 3 do kind of shot goes through, and each shot goes first into it to it kind of like sparks a little bit. Then the last 2 shots go into it, and you can see it just kind of sputter a little bit. It lost its fortune, but it still has.
It's essentially injured.
Yeah, I got to roll for the injury. That's the thing, to see if it does it. Because
so now he's soaking. For those who are interested in how this system works, he has gone through this creature's fortune, which is essentially its hit points. Think Drake's fortune, Uncharted. The bullets don't actually hit you until they do. Now he needs to roll 1d6 to try and soak any extra damage that went over this creature's fortune. If he succeeds, the creature is injured and will take a -1 penalty on attack and damage rolls. If he doesn't get enough, he has to roll a second d6, and it will be wounded. And if the first and second don't total up to the entire damage, it's taken out.
Yes. So he has to roll again because that's not enough.
Wounded is a -2 to everything.
Yes. So he's wounded, and then he just barely soaks it up enough. So he is now injured. So he is not dead.
It's injured then wounded. So he is wounded at this point.
Yes.
Which is a -2 to attack and damage.
Yeah.
And it's Cass's turn.
And it's Cass's turn. But you see it sputtering and like sparks coming out of it, you know.
All right. I attack the darkness. I probably miss 14.
You do miss. You shoot and wing it right off. You can change the dice.
No, I already did that once, so I'm good.
You can do it multiple times, but you just
I know,
gives me...
but I understand that fortune is a limited reserve. And we have several more drones to fight, so
Most likely.
all right. So, it is now its turn. It's going to go straight up and try to shoot Highland, but it's very hard because it's sparking and everything. It just kind of jerkily moves its body with its thrusters to face up to shoot at Highland, which is a -2 to a hit. So it's just a straight 3d6 hit. What's your? Oh, you're 11 defense, right, Highland?
I am 11 defense.
Yeah. The gun is just tracking poorly, and it just fires a couple of shots like around you, so like in like a cone around you, missing you. Now it is your turn, Highland.
Okay, it's my turn. Right here. Nothing hit me yet.
I think as I find
Get
my
in the
mag
dark,
boots,
Professor.
my mag boots are on at this point, so I think
Yeah.
when I sort of spin, I'm going to stick to to the ceiling,
Yeah.
and that's going to jostle me, and I'm going to take out my gun and just fire
Okay.
from on top of the ceiling.
Give me a quick free fall check to make sure that you can like do the maneuver real quick, just to make sure you don't fail. Just 3d6 plus 3, I think, right?
Yeah, right. I was about to go roll from the sheet. 3d6 plus my free fall, which is 2.
So it'll be dexterity
14.
plus free fall. So it should be plus 3, but
Free fall is 2.
Yeah, but
Free fall is 1. I'm sorry. My dexterity is 1. My free fall is 1. So it's 2.
no, free fall is 2. The focus gives you plus 2.
Oh,
Not
great.
plus.
All right, great. So 15. Thank you.
Yeah, you're good. You nice
Cool.
little tuck and roll, plop up, and then give me a 3d6 plus accuracy. And if
then
you have
my
pistols,
3d6.
then it's a plus 2 to that as well.
My accuracy is... I do.
So it's accuracy is 2, 2, 14, so it's going to be 19.
19 with 6 stunt points.
Yes.
Wowie.
Let me take a look at them. 6?
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 stun points. Ignore this current roll. It's totally not happening right now.
The churn. Bring the churn down.
It's too late.
Yeah, he just ticked up the churn with this roll, so we hit the next.
Then
Oh,
don't
sweet.
bring it
Right by
down.
the
Don't
warhead.
bring the churn down.
Just because you got a 6 on the drama die increases the churn. So
Anyway. I think I'm going to do... These are good. These are all pretty good. Pistol whip. Nah.
The simple and clean answer is knockout, because we know it's out of fortune. So that way, if you do enough damage to get past its toughness, it's just out of the fight. That's the simple, easy, dumb answer.
Yeah.
There's called shot, which will cause your damage to become penetrating, which will make it more likely you get through its armor.
I'm going to do that. Next to the arms. What is the drama die result? Actually, can I do efficient gunner and then called shot? So next time you miss with a firearm, subtract 1 from the drama die. Result in 2.
For each 2 SP spent. So if you do called shot and that, then the next time you miss, you'll reduce 1 from the drama die for purposes of checking against capacity,
Oh, never mind. I
which
don't want
basically
that.
means that you wouldn't run out of ammo. If you
I'm gonna-
miss and roll a 6 on the drama die, then I believe your weapon is out of
Empty.
ammo. and you have to
I'll
spend a
do
turn to
called
reload.
shot.
which I don't think we've been following too hard, but no one has missed with a 6 on the drama die.
Yeah, it doesn't really happen that often.
Can I do short burst?
If it's an automatic pistol, yes.
Never mind. It has to be automatic. It's right there. I'm going to do called shot and then 2 into Overwatch.
You can do called shot and vicious blow, so it's penetrating and does an extra d6 of damage.
Wow.
It's a general
general?
combat stunt. Yeah.
Oh.
Vicious blow 2, yeah, extra 1d6.
That was a viscous blow. Yeah, I'll do
Viscous blows.
It's
What
real
is that?
sticky.
I'll do called shot. Yeah, real thick. I'll do called shot and that. A vicious blow. So my called shot is the target you target an exposed part of your opponent's body. It then becomes penetrating. So I'm gonna shoot that broken light that I punched already, and that does my damage. What am I rolling here for? I'm rolling.
It's going to
So
be
you're rolling-
2d6. Or,
Well,
3d6 because of vicious blow.
Well, it's a pistol. Pistols are 1d6, I thought. Are they 2d6?
Nope. Pistols are 2, rifles are 3.
Oh, okay. So I messed up on that
3d6.
one, Mark. You should have been 3d6.
Plus my other one.
Plus an extra, so that's
Then it should just be dead.
12 damage armor piercing.
It's more cinematic this way. Yeah. So 2d6, yeah, 12 plus armor piercing. So basically, it ignores its armor because when your toughness
Oh, and then
is
plus your
calculated,
plus your perception
Yeah.
as well.
which is
Perception. My perception is 2.
So 14 armor piercing damage.
Okay, so
Man, like
I'm
that
gonna try to
exasperation.
roll it, but it's probably dead. I mean, I'm just gonna. Well, yeah, there's no way you can save it. So, cinematically, here's what happens. Highland looks like he gets kind of just fed up with it. Turns
Mag
around,
boots stick to the ceiling.
pulls out his gun, and then just a single shot, and it just clear through the ice pot, and it just with just one shot. And it basically looks as if Highland could have done that the entire time if he wanted to.
The entire time, yeah,
but
right. That's
he's
exactly.
just, he's just been trying to do crazy stuff. Yeah.
Glad to see you finished your Cirque du Soleil audition, Professor, and joined the fight.
What is that? What is that? Do what?
And
Uncultured. Anyway.
and as I sort of undo my mag boots and just sort of float in concert with the now rubble of this throne.
All right.
As I start to do my 0G floaty floats.
Yeah. So, I'm going to say, Mark, you notice on the your display that the number of signatures has reduced by 1. So there is now only 1 left in the bottom section, and there are still 3 on the top section.
Okay, so I'm going to direct them towards the other signature with the knowledge that it could be a person or a drone.
I kick the defunct drone into our airlock
Okay.
because I'm sure that we can get some parts out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's effectively what drones is, or I should say Mark's medical drone is. It's just a converted one of these. That just
If nothing else, this is spare parts for his.
Yeah.
I'm tempted just to have Jatak come over comms and be like, call it. Dibs.
Dibs.
I get dibs.
But the next drone looks like it's down in the drive section of the ship. So,
All right.
just the kind of very bottom of the ship.
If it's not a person, feel free to retreat.
Understood. Do we want? Oh, I guess we'll check it out and then see what we want to do. We're nearing when we normally wrap up, so I don't.
Yes,
necessarily...
I that's why I'm going to kind of just say we're going to wrap it up here. But before we wrap it up here, do you want to do any kind of investigations around this area?
My first instinct. I know we're here to save somebody, but Cass is very much like we're in the cargo area.
There are literally 4 torpedoes here.
And
military
3 of them
torpedoes.
are still functional.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Cass is gonna come on comms and be like, now that we've cleared the area, Mark, I think you should send our other belter friend down here to move these torpedoes into the cargo bay.
You know what else we should have him do, right?
I mean,
they're not exactly going to be using what's left of their fuel, right?
Yep. We'll
The fuel transfer too.
once we've cleared the drive bay,
Yeah.
that's not a bad plan. We could certainly use some more gas in the tank. Jata,
Yes.
I know you're going to complain, so let's just skip it. We've removed any sort of danger. Get down here and move these torpedoes into the bay while Highland and I go check out the next signature.
How much?
I'm going to complain. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Not the one with the dent.
How much?
You get a dead drone to fix. That's your payment.
You get to fix a drone. You get to do some work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's work he wants to do.
Drone Ta. I feel like this would be a Drone Ta situation where Drone Ta is just hanging there with you. But yeah, he goes, all right.
That'll probably
Okay,
happen
Pump.
next episode. It'll be
Yeah.
The airlock opens, there'll be drone talk.
All right. Do you want to do any more like kind of thorough like exploration of this area, or do you want to keep going down?
I'm gonna quickly survey these crates, like look for any sort of manifest before
Give
we head
me
down.
Perception, seeing.
All right, so perception, just straight.
I push back into the airlock of our ship and I go on board and go down to some cargo and load up some EMPs. And then I come back out.
Okay.
14.
So
I don't know
as
how
you're
many I
looking,
grab, I'll do that next time.
as you're going, as you're looking around, Highland pushes by you and is like, right back.
Yeah, that.
I
All
forgot
right, so
something on the ship.
Gonna go change into your ballet shoes.
Yeah.
So you look around and you notice this is a functioning Martian warship. So a lot of this is just food, but some of it is ammo, just like crates and crates of ammunition, ammunitions for PDCs. And you do at least see one cargo box that's labeled Goliath Power Armor.
All right. Basically,
Labeled, but it's
yeah.
you haven't looked into it, so.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna try and pry it open.
Okay. You get to the box, and the box has a passcode on it.
All right, you're coming with me, and I just pat the side of the box.
All right, and with that, we're going to kind of give it a shot. The curtains come down, and we'll kind of end it there. All right, let's do favorite moments. Buster, you still with us? Yes.
Hey.
So let's start with drones. Favorite moment, drones.
It's a tough one. Probably shooting at Highland's feet.
Dance, Belta.
Cass or HP.
Oh man, this was a good episode. I mean, it's a cop out, but I continue to enjoy the evolution of the Cass Highland relationship.
Yep.
Just like it's an artifact of crew availability for these sessions, but I like that we're building a rapport.
Yeah, I also like how it's usually Cass goes in there guns blazing, but can't because Highland's probably right in there now.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I should wait.
This combat was a good evolution of that because I had to realize my options. Like, okay, how can I get the drone away from him?
Yeah.
So it's, even mechanically, this was a good evolution of our dynamic so far. I liked that. I liked how dynamic the combat was.
Buster, favorite moment.
My favorite moment. Well, first I'm gonna tell you my not so favorite moment, where after I had left the last scene I was in, I literally just until about 5 minutes ago was cutting 300 coupons.
Oof.
So
Wow.
yeah, so I've been busy. My wrist hurts.
That's my favorite moment. That's so weird.
It hurts, but yeah, my favorite honestly was I think it's that whole scene there at the end with y'all fighting this drone, because she told y'all hey, be chill, don't die, that kind of thing, and y'all just nearly died again. So
What do you mean? Yeah, smash cut to
I
me
am perfectly safe. I don't know what you're talking about.
being
Yeah.
shot at.
I was
always,
at zero
happy.
risk.
Mark is always cozy in the bridge, just being bloop, bloop, bloop.
Firing at
Yep.
me. Meanwhile, bullets are shooting off of my shoulders. Everything's fine.
Highland, your favorite moment.
Favorite moment, I think, was having Sloane get that message, and then having to and as she went to then respond privately away from the crew, and her having to sort of decide what we do, how we do it, was really kind of cool because a lot of the time we see Sloane make a lot of decisions in front of and with the crew, but this time it was definitely she's like, this is for me, and I have to do this myself, which was really cool, kind of cool.
Yeah, she's not super
Yeah.
secretive with you guys. Like she's always from the beginning been very like, okay,
Right.
very
But,
open
like
about
when
everything.
things have to be like, all right, this is a private thing. It's cool to see her having things that she's got to do behind, from like away from us, which is cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I
But
like seeing
the
that.
like sudden character shift is exactly why Cass was like, "Hey, here's my wallet."
Yeah.
I'll say that was my favorite moment was throwing the curveball at Sloane, because I know Sloane doesn't like conflict and doesn't like all this fighting, and to give her an option which could legitimately pan out, because Pope is a very, very powerful person in the system, like the second biggest cargo magnate in the system.
Yeah,
So-
but like it says something when a guy that powerful is calling for her.
Yeah.
Like she clearly the Actium has gained a reputation.
Yeah.
She has done such as captain of the Actium.
Yeah. So it not only says that she's in a bigger place, but it also sets her up for her own ambitions, her own goals to actually be achieved. But depending on, it might also interfere with the goals and ambitions of the rest of the crew. So who knows? So I like.
Oh,
I
it's not
the-
like everybody else has literally had a goal that literally directly hurts the crew. Jata being like the biggest example of that.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Hey, you're the one who like flies out of shit at like, skydives in ways that could
save
seriously
people.
maim yourself.
Yeah, myself to
Yeah,
save all
but
of
you're
you.
part of the team, and we need your super gun kata, okay?
Yeah, Cass,
So-
stop being so reckless.
Yeah. That's the secret, is that Cass, even to this day, still doesn't view himself as valuable, but he views himself as a resource that can keep the rest of the crew alive.
I
Yeah,
was
he's
gonna
more of
say-
like he'll throw himself into the fire so everybody else doesn't get burned.
That reminds me when Highland tried to fist fight a Martian
Drone.
power armor.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
I remember
In
that.
zero G.
Oh, jeez.
That was sweet.
Yeah,
Uh,
Highland does it too, but Highland is at least like
Disposable.
No, Highland's just like, I don't know how to describe it. Like we expect it from Cass once in a while, and it's like leading up to it. He's gonna do it, but with you, it's like a drop of a pin,
Right.
Yeah, it's the thing of like,
Oh, they're up there.
Highland bills himself as a
Builds up,
survivor,
and he
then
builds
tries
up
get
to it.
himself killed.
Yeah. It's like he knows he's lucky, and he's
Yeah.
trying to test how lucky he is.
Which is,
He's always
it works
testing
out
the
really
limits.
funny, because that way Cass and Highland both have a kind of a death wish for
Yeah.
entirely different angles on it.
Yeah. He calls himself a survival, but he's not a survivor. He's lucky. That's really
Yeah.
what it is. Like he in his head canon, he is a survivor, but it's just luck, and he's trying
I
to
think
push
Mark
and press
is
his
the-
luck every time he does something like that.
He's Domino.
I think
Yeah.
Mark is the only one that doesn't ever display too much of a personal agenda. But then again, like he could just be better at it.
When,
Where the hell did he get that
Mark-
coin?
Well, I said, yeah. No one knows. Mark knows where he got it. He's the only one who knows where he got it. Mark is,
Yep.
for what I can gather with Mark, is whenever there is like Martians involved, especially Martian military.
That's
that are
his
in danger,
weakness. Yeah.
He's just like, I am, nothing else is happening. We are
Yeah.
doing this first and only.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
But that's not so much of
as a former Martian medevac pilot, that's like his thing. Is
Yeah.
you
always have a
But it's
soft
kinda-
doing fellow Martian Marines.
Yep.
It is
Yep.
kind of out there in the open, and I mean, I don't know. It's like that's something to be expected, I guess, because you were a Marine. But at the same time, like I don't think of it as like a personal agenda that's concealed from the others.
Yeah.
No, you know exactly what to expect. That doesn't mean I won't hide things. It just means
Yeah, like
you
your
know-
like your
you
like
know
your
that that's
Snapchat.
the agenda.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's your personal agenda now. Just being cheeky on space
with-
Snapchat.
Space
Just taking
Knight.
everything I
Oh,
have,
yeah.
not to turn Cass into Batman.
Oh my god! And you got
Where
Robin
is she?
right there.
No, just like anytime we're on a station going all secret vigilante.
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't
Well, thank you.
Batman
all.
like not use guns though.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
no, I'm
space.
Thomas
Dark-
Wayne
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the Flashpoint
Okay.
universe. I'm
Yeah.
just
Okay,
Batman,
okay.
but also gun.
I stand corrected.
Thank you all for joining us. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you so much for joining us there. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you're watching this live, ! Cast in chat. That'll give you a list of all these wonderful people's social medias, so you can go follow them, watch them on their own content, because they do a fantastic job on there as well. And also
subscribe.
You can subscribe and pay them. And as always, I actually might reach out to Green Ronin and be like, hey,
Green Ronin. And if that ever does happen, let us know, because we'll need to schedule like a couple hours to really learn how the system works.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I picked up a lot of it today, actually.
Yeah, having to roll it yourself helps.
Yeah, oh, totally. You're like, okay, this and this and this, and doing the math is when you have to do the math, it's great. But like a lot of people, it's like, how many times can I give somebody even a D&D character sheet and be like, okay, let's play, and they're gonna be like, what am I looking at?
Yeah,
like usually I'm used to Roll20 doing it.
Yeah.
I will say that the thing about the system, which is it feels like a simplified version of Dungeons and Dragons, the Roll20 system. It's essentially the Roll20, the D20 system. It's very similar. So like if you've played any kind of D20 system, then once you realize it's just swap out a D20 for 3D6s, and it's like, oh, it's basically the same thing. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Where your bonuses come from.
The format though on Roll20 is terrifying.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Because it's made by like ad hoc hack is what it is.
Yeah.
Rather than an official version. So.
Yeah.
But after today, I was like, oh, okay, I get this now. But usually I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? I'm decoding something. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you again. And like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black.
Later, folks.
This is the show that never ends.